My child, if this message has found you, it is not by chance. Something deep inside your spirit called this moment into being. You may have felt it lately, that strange tension in the air, that sudden wave of emotion with no reason, that feeling like someone's energy is trying to reach you. The truth is, a soul from your past is coming back, and the sign of their arrival will come in a black car. When that car stops, your body may freeze, your heart may race, and your spirit will whisper, "It's time." They once left you without explanation, leaving behind unanswered questions and sleepless nights, but the silence is ending. Heaven has permitted one last meeting, not for pain, but for truth. There are things buried in time that are about to rise again, and what steps out of that car will carry both regret and revelation. You may not recognize them at first, because the years and the weight of guilt have changed their face, but their voice, that trembling tone, will awaken every memory you thought you buried. The night will feel heavier than usual, the air cold, yet your soul will feel strangely calm, as if it already knew this moment would come. Type 777 if your heart already knows who this is about, that they've been carrying something, a secret they could not live with. They've replayed their choices again and again, the words they never said, the forgiveness they never asked for. Now heaven has whispered to their conscience, saying, "Go back and speak before the clock runs out." That's why they're coming. Not everyone gets this kind of encounter, but you do, because your spirit is chosen for closure, not destruction. When the black car stops, do not run, do not hide. Watch closely, because the first word they speak will not come from the mind, it will come from the soul. It will break the silence that has kept your destiny locked for years. Someone watching this right now is already seeing flashes in their dreams, headlights in the distance, voices calling from behind glass. It's not your imagination. Heaven is showing you a preview, preparing you for what's coming. Type, "I receive it," if you believe this is your confirmation. You see, the black car isn't just a vehicle. It's a symbol. In the language of the spirit, black often represents the unknown, the deep, the things we fear but must face to be free. And the car means movement, something or someone coming toward you with divine purpose. Together, they form the sign of a spiritual confrontation, not to harm, but to heal. What steps out of that car is not only a person, it's a reflection of your own healing, your own unfinished chapter. They might not say everything right, they might not explain every wound, but what they say will unlock something in you that's been stuck for years. The night they arrive, you will feel it before it happens. Your heart will sense a shift. You may hear their name whispered in your mind, or a song that once belonged to you both will suddenly play out of nowhere. Those are not coincidences. Those are warnings from heaven saying, "Get ready, it's time." Comment yes if you feel chills reading this, because that's your spirit confirming this message is real. There was a hidden recording from that night, the night the black car stopped outside. What was said inside that car is something the world was never supposed to hear. But heaven revealed it for this moment, because the message carries a divine warning and a sacred truth. The voice trembled as they spoke. "I shouldn't be here, but something told me to come. I see their face in every shadow. I hear their name in every prayer. I thought I moved on, but I never did." That confession shook the air, because it wasn't just their voice. It was the sound of a soul begging for forgiveness beyond this world. My child, you must understand, sometimes closure doesn't come in words. It comes in energy, in silence, in that one long look where two souls recognize each other's pain. When the car door opens, your past will face you, but your future will depend on how you respond. Do not react with anger. Do not cry for what cannot be changed. Instead, listen, because in that moment, you will hear what you were meant to know all along, that you were loved, even when you were left. Heaven has a strange way of bringing things full circle. Sometimes what we think is over returns, not to stay, but to teach. This black car moment is your mirror, your test, your release. You will feel tears you didn't know you had. You will feel peace that doesn't make sense. And when they speak their last words, you will realize it was never about them returning. It was about you being ready to finally let go. This message is not just about one person. It's about a cycle ending, a door closing, and your soul stepping into freedom. The car comes, the truth is spoken, and the weight lifts. You don't have to chase anymore. You don't have to wait. God is showing you that your healing does not depend on who comes back, but on who you become after the truth is revealed. So when that car passes, or when you see it in your dream, remember this message. It is a sign that your spirit is entering completion. You are being freed from emotional debts, karmic ties, and unfinished energy. Forgive them, even if they never ask. Bless them, even if they leave again. Because your peace is not in their return, it's in your release. Type 555 if you are ready for your breakthrough, and type 777 if you believe this message was meant for you. The black car may come in reality, or it may come as a vision. Either way, it means heaven has heard your cry, and now your soul will finally rest. Listen carefully, child of light, because what I am about to say carries weight in the unseen world. The black car is more than a symbol of the past. It's a messenger of divine reckoning. It represents the arrival of truth, the kind that can no longer be hidden. When it stops outside your life, something that has been buried deep will surface. The person who steps out will not only carry their own pain, but the spiritual consequences of every lie, every betrayal, and every tear that was ever caused. Do not mistake this encounter for coincidence. The universe aligns such moments with divine precision. You were chosen to witness it, not to break, but to rise above what once broke you. The black car comes when a chapter must end, and heaven commands the truth to be spoken aloud. Type 111 if you can feel the energy shifting already. You may dream of this moment before it happens. In those dreams, the sky may turn gray, the air may thicken, and your heart may pound with both fear and anticipation. That's your soul preparing for release. You will not see the black car because of fate. You will see it because your spirit demanded closure. And when that moment arrives, heaven wants you to remember this. Do not fear the dark, for light always walks with you. What steps out of that car might tremble before you, because the energy they feel from you will not be the same. You are not the broken version they left. You have grown stronger, wiser, purer. They will sense it, and their first instinct will be to apologize. But remember, this is not about revenge, it's about revelation. Type, I forgive, if you are ready to let go of the old pain. When they speak, their words will shake your heart, because they will confess things you never knew. They might say, I saw your face in my prayers. I felt your energy in my dreams. I tried to forget, but heaven didn't let me. And when you hear those words, you will realize something powerful. Even when they were gone, your spirit was still connected to theirs. You were the light that haunted their darkness. You were the prayer they couldn't escape. Every sleepless night you endured was not wasted. It was planting the seed of truth in their heart. And now, heaven has commanded that seed to bloom. Do not cry when they say, I'm sorry. Smile through your tears and say, I release you. Because when you do, you break the spiritual chain that has tied your soul to pain. Type 999 if you're ready to end that cycle. There's something else you need to know. Not everyone will understand your story. Some will say, why forgive them? Others will whisper, you should have stayed angry. But heaven knows what people do not. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is power. Every time you forgive, light floods into the places darkness used to live. Every time you release what hurt you, your vibration rises higher. You become untouchable by what once controlled you. That's why this moment is sacred. The black car is not a curse, it's an invitation to ascend. The universe doesn't bring back what's broken to punish you. It brings it back to show you that you've outgrown it. The person stepping out of that car is walking into a lesson they created for themselves. Your only task is to stand tall, listen, and then walk forward, not backward. Comment, yes, if your soul understands this message. And when the car leaves and silence returns, do not chase after it. Watch it fade away under the streetlight and whisper to yourself, it is finished. Because in that moment, something powerful happens. The heavens record your release. The angels mark your timeline as healed. The cycle that began with pain ends with peace. You may feel a sudden warmth in your chest or tears falling without warning. That's your soul celebrating freedom. Every prayer you prayed, every night you cried, every dream you begged to understand, it was all leading here. The black car moment is your divine graduation. It's proof that you survived what was meant to destroy you, and now nothing can hold you back. Type 555 if you accept this release. and type 777 if you claim this as your personal confirmation. Now listen to this final truth. The one who steps out of the black car may not return into your life, because their mission is not to stay, but to speak. Once they deliver their message, their purpose is complete. Do not try to hold on to what heaven has released. Let it go with grace. After that night, you will notice changes. Your sleep will deepen, your mind will quiet, your heart will finally rest. You might see signs in the days that follow: a feather on your path, a butterfly landing near you, a sudden calm after years of storms. These are confirmations from the divine, saying, "It is done. You have completed your spiritual test. You have crossed the bridge between pain and power. You are now stepping into a season of restoration." The energy that was trapped in sadness will turn into strength. The tears that once broke you will now water your blessings. You will feel doors opening, people aligning, and unexpected favor coming your way. Because heaven never ends a chapter without preparing a new one. That black car was not a symbol of loss. It was a vehicle of deliverance. What you thought was coming to hurt, you actually came to free you. Every shadow in your story is about to turn into light. Type, "I am free." If you receive this message in your spirit, remember this: no one can stop what heaven has written. What left you in tears will one day thank you for your strength. What betrayed you will one day realize you were the blessing they lost. And when that day comes, you won't even need their apology, because your peace will speak louder than their regret. The next time you see a black car, don't fear. Smile, because it means the universe is reminding you. You survived the storm, and your destiny is now clear. You are chosen, protected, and loved beyond measure. The night has ended, and your dawn has begun. If this message reached your heart, type 555 to claim your peace. Type 777 if you know this was your divine confirmation, and comment yes if you're ready for your new chapter. Your spirit has spoken, heaven has answered, and now, child of light, your freedom has arrived.